Hi everybody, my name is Pika, and tonight we're going to talk about marijuana and medicine that expand your social reality. So, the use of medical marijuana versus prescribed medications is something that's talked about a lot today, because some people choose to get their medical marijuana card instead of being prescribed medication through a doctor. Many people see marijuana as a increase for income in the states. Like, for example, Colorado, once they legalized marijuana, their economies spiked. Like, it's later on in the slide. But prescription medications is something that is decent income, and it makes some people feel more comfortable because a doctor prescribed it. Okay, so this is a non-cannabis using spray, and this is a cannabis using spray. Do you notice anything different between the two?
The red thing is smaller.
That one?
Yep.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, when you use cannabis daily for a long time, it just breaks down the structure of your brain. So the bottom part right here, just breaking down. So it's not even clear. And then this is the brain, not on prescription pills. This is when people are addicted to prescription drugs. So this is somebody who's addicted to prescription drugs, and their brain metabolism and function is super slowed down. So it's just clearly bigger.
So it's worse than marijuana, actually.
Yeah, in a way. Okay, so in the next couple minutes we're just going to talk about marijuana versus medication. The pros and cons of medical marijuana, pros and cons of prescribed medication, and then how both medical marijuana and prescription drugs are viewed in today's society. I absolutely enjoyed researching this because everybody's talking about medical marijuana. Living in Hawaii, everybody expects to have a medical marijuana clinic. Okay, so marijuana is a national alternative to synthetic drugs. So, if you have a sore back, instead of taking a Tylenol, medical marijuana. Rich Dean saying that author Rich Dean saying that he brought up some research from 1997, and there were hundreds of people who used medical marijuana to cure their multiple sclerosis, anxiety, back pain, things like that. One pros is simplicity and then effective jumpstarter when it comes to increasing the state's the income. Like I said about Colorado. So, states legalizing marijuana, such as Colorado, have increased income. Oh, and then people around the world are just turning to marijuana as a healthier alternative to prescription medication. So, ProCon.org took a survey, and as of March 2016, there are about 1.2 million people who have registered for the medical marijuana card in the U.S. Okay, so even though it sounds amazing, marijuana, it has its cons. There's actually a lot of detrimental effects on it. Of it from it. So some of them include short-term memory loss, long-term cognitive function damage, psychiatric illness, damage of the brain, which we saw in the beginning picture, cancer, stroke, and women who are pregnant should not smoke marijuana at all because they shouldn't do any drugs with it. So now we're going to talk about medicine. So some of the pros of medicine is that it's prescribed by a doctor, so it comforts some people. According to Kay Ireland, these drugs help stimulate the functions of a normal body. So somebody who has like a mental illness, wouldn't feel like they need their prescription pills to survive or like to function daily, or somebody who cancer patients like with chemotherapy and their pills or the medications that they're prescribed, they need it to have their body contain a normal function. So, of course, there are cons with medicine as well. The most common one is people becoming addicted to it. So, like Vicodin, Oxycontin, Valium, Xanax, Ritalin, and Adderall are all super overused, abused drugs throughout the.
Ritalin and Adderall start at age 6.
Yes.
So they're prescribed to children. Cannot be good.
This is for children's ADHD.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Adderall has amphetamines in it, and that's like methamphetamine. It's kind of dangerous. Some more cons. Yeah, they're abused mostly by teens. So like in social media, people talk about pills all the time, and just trying to have a good time. Oh yeah, so for example, college students, they use Adderall to focus more, like to take it and then they can study for hours without getting tired. They think it helps, but it doesn't really help. And medicine pros and cons continued. Basic prescriptions medications don't really, they don't really seem to have as much of an increase in income for the state, like how medical marijuana did with Colorado, or legalizing marijuana did with Colorado. Okay, so social views on, marijuana versus prescription drugs. Marijuana, people are becoming more and more open to new things. So like with, in the interview it says, yeah, people all over the nation are beginning to accept new things. So same-sex marriage, people are opening up to it and hopefully legalizing marijuana, or medical marijuana is something that will be more opened up to.
To become more acceptable.
Yeah, it's not so like now. And oh yeah, so like I said, many people turn to it. MedicalMarijuanaHealth.com stated, to date, we still have no recorded deaths related to marijuana overdose. In fact, marijuana legalization may be responsible for a 25% decrease in prescription drug overdose. Yeah. So, and also, like, legalizing marijuana is almost guaranteed to boost the economy of any state. So if Hawaii would legalize marijuana, our income, our annual income would go up a lot, because then we'd have more jobs available and more things to sell. Yeah. Oh, medicine. So from my interview, I found that many people are trying their best to stay away from pharmaceutical drugs. They're turning to like older, not older, but more traditional things. So like marijuana, yeah, and
Herbs.
herbs, yeah, herbs, and then the crystal,
Homeopathy.
yeah, homeopathic, the stuff that Ashley does. X. She does
Tuning
like
fork.
this. Yeah,
Healing, hands-on healing, right?
yeah. Yeah, hands-on healing practice. Okay, so in conclusion, marijuana has many positive effects, such as lower stress and anxiety, and it could also increase the annual income of the state, which legalizes it. But there are good things and bad things about it. Like, you have to understand there's consequences that come with both of them, even if they both help. So like marijuana, like I said, a stroke increase, and then you could be susceptible to lung cancer and mouth cancer. And with prescribed medication, it's you're more likely to get addicted to it because it has like all those heavy drugs in it.
And side effects.
Yeah, side
Well,
effects
that
too.
one.
Even on the commercials, like you see the commercials and then it's like 30 seconds, the intro of the medication, and then the last 10 minutes.
Exactly,
Side
that should tell you
effects.
something.
But yeah, all in all, from what I gathered, today's people are trying to open their eyes more to the use of medical marijuana despite its consequences. So, from what we discussed just now, have your views on medical marijuana or medicine changed?
No, it just increased my thought that it's a better alternative than pharmaceuticals,
Yeah.
And then,
given the pro and cons,
oh yeah,
what you were
awesome.
explaining.
Mhm.
Even though there is risk with both, one outweighs the other. That's my thought on that.
Yeah, when you stay natural, then, synthetic drugs.
Yeah. A lot of, marijuana's been around a lot longer, but the pharmaceutical stuff has never been tried yet. So a lot of the times you use it and all of a sudden you get the lawsuits and.
And allergic reaction.
Exactly, and
Reactions, right?
devastating reactions, because they don't really know what it will do to the body, but
Yeah.
with this, like you said, there's been 0 related deaths to marijuana use.
If you had the choice, would you legalize medical marijuana, or would you legalize marijuana?
Yeah, because I think it just make like more money for us.
More money?
Yeah.
Any more questions?
I would agree, I would say legalize it. I grew up in Holland, Amsterdam, it's been legal, it's never been an issue socially or economically, or people have been hurt from it. And it's more of a social acceptance there.
Yeah.
And since it's not forbidden, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
So people just casually use it, so yes.
Any other questions?
This is my school, Junction High School. This is my house.